find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is another live mini tarot reading session. This is part 2. If you're just clicking on to this and it's already been uploaded, make sure that you subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can be notified of when I do these live mini sessions. And I try to go live for free once a week. I have my assistant here in the comments. If you're interested in signing up, all you have to do is just type a comment below and my assistant will help you make sure that you're able to sign up and get a reading. So the next person is Leanna. Leanna is wondering, will there be any romantic developments between you and your crush in the near future? So let's look into this, okay? Oh, first of all, oh, I don't know what this is doing in here. We'll have to look into that, but we're getting some good cards. First of all, this person is really, really attracted to you. So we're actually seeing that this isn't just a one-sided thing. This also says this could be the one. Now, I would take this with a grain of salt. I don't think this means like, oh, they're the one and you're gonna be married and live happily ever after. It just might mean like this, there's a reason, like that you have these feelings, there is an authentic connection here. Now this is the codependency card. It's almost like they're trying to warn you of something. They're almost like, get out of your own way with this connection. So what do they want you to know? Okay. Look. There is a sense of belonging with you guys. I think it's kind of cute. It's almost like you belong together. But they're also saying be careful because when you start getting attention from this person, it's going to be really exciting. Like, remember to still have boundaries. Don't be an open book in the beginning. Don't tell them like your entire life story on the first date. Like, you know, they're like, keep some things to yourself, private. This makes me feel like you need to retain somewhat of an element of mystery as you're dating this person. You know, that's the fastest way to lose someone's attention, is to just lose that element of mystery. This doesn't mean that you need to be inauthentic or that you need to play games or play hard to get or anything. It's just saying like, this is an opportunity for you to practice having classy boundaries. And to me, classy boundaries, I think it's different for everyone, but I think for me, it's like, I don't know, maybe not sleeping with someone on the first date. Maybe like listening more, talking a little bit less. Maybe not telling somebody exactly all of my feelings and everything that's going on in my head, not looking at that other person for approval. As I'm dating, asking myself, do I like this person? Are they a good fit for me? Versus me feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to make them like me. I have to get their approval. Like, it's not chasing the person. It's allowing, it's being receptive, it's being in that divine feminine energy. Easier said than done, right? So I think you're just getting some tips. They're like, hey, don't sink back into old habits. Like, this person's really into you. The only thing that would ruin it is if you kind of overthink it and get in your head too much. So just relax. You really, really like this person. You got butterflies, you weaken the knees, but you pretty much got this in the bag. So yeah, I see romantic development, and look, you're even getting the compatibility card. I do sense that you guys are really compatible. Like, they're already starting to sense this. We're getting commitment reversed. Maybe that's why we saw like you need to put out boundaries with this person, because maybe for them, the whole being in a committed relationship thing might not be like their cup of tea. It might not really be like what they're into. Maybe they've been burned in a relationship in the past, or maybe they just want to be free to explore. So that's why I think that you should kind of be classy with this person and retain a little bit of mystery. It's not really playing hard to get, but it's taking it slow, you know? Yeah, be authentic, be yourself. I have a feeling you guys will, you guys are still kind of in the flirting phase, and that's why you're asking, is this going to happen in the near future? Oh, look, we're getting King of Hearts, King of Cups. This is a huge indication that there's a love potential here. As far as the timeline, this is July. This is happening now, literally. This is all unfolding now as we speak. The opportunity surrounds you now. let this relationship be whatever it wants to be. Maybe you're feeling like, okay, once they're finally mine, once we're finally in a relationship, I can relax and I'll be happy and I'll have this person. But once you get in a relationship with someone, there's just more crap that goes down. There's always like, oh no, now I want to know if they love me. And then you say you love each other. And then it's like, oh, now I want to know if they want me. And, it just, there's always the next thing. It's never enough. So sink into your worthiness. Sink into the present. Enjoy whatever this connection is right now. You're getting a lot of attention from this person. You're getting a lot of good vibes being sent your way. There's beautiful energy here. I feel like by October, you're going to have a possibility to talk to this person about how you feel. I also see within the next 6 months, there will be more developments in this relationship. I also see another person coming into your love life, maybe around March of 2022. So things might get a little complicated. You might not be seeing the full picture or the full story yet about like what's really going on in your love life. I think that's why they're telling you just take it slow and be patient. But I can definitely confirm that this person likes you, that you guys are really compatible. Maybe you're having trouble locking it down because they aren't really like their goal in love right now might not be commitment. And so that might be why you're like, oh my gosh, we get along so well, but why isn't it moving forward? It might not be anything wrong with you. It could be what their intentions are. And sometimes you can't change other people's intentions, no matter how amazing you are, But I can confirm that you guys have a soul connection. It might be more possible that you guys could have a connection like this, you know what I mean? But I'm also getting take it slow. This person wants to ask you out, or be kind to you, or be chivalrous with you, show you a good time. Yeah. Let's see if we can get anything else about how they feel about you. I just don't feel ready to make a decision yet, and it's hard to say when that could be. Oh, that's totally where they're at right now. They're like, I like you, but I don't really know like what I want to do about this yet. Taking my time. That's totally how they are. I love it when you tease me. Ooh, this person, that's spicy. I feel like this is your energy towards them. You feel like they've kind of moved on. But they haven't. They haven't. This says there's no one else. I don't see that they're seeing anyone else or that they're interested in anyone else right now. You're kind of it for them. So just let this connection take off organically. Let it become what it wants to become. This person really likes you. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you next time. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next person here. I see that there's some more people who've joined the chat. My assistant is here typing down in the comments. If you would like to sign up for a reading, you can just write a comment and they will help you to be able to sign up so you can receive a reading too. So who is next?
Julia.
Who?
Julia.
All right, Julia.
Miranda, thank you for the last session. It was lovely and the vibes are great. I don't have a specific question this time. I just want to be open to what I need to hear.
That's
right
cool.
now. Thank you and have a lovely summer.
Oh my gosh, that was such a sweet message. I feel so blessed. It's Julie, right?
Julia.
Oh, Julia. Okay, Julia, I feel so blessed by that message. Thank you so much. She said that you like the vibes and the live readings. And I also thought it was really cool that you said, I don't really have a specific message. I just want to see like what I need to hear. I love pulling cards for people like that. So thank you so much. I think it's so much fun. So, let's start with the Wildwood deck. I think I just want to ask first, like, where are you at right now? Kind of in your path, so I can tap into your energy. Julia, 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 Julia. Okay. Whoa, Julia, I'm getting a message for you. Okay, so first of all, I see that you're at a place in your life where you're really craving some type of new beginning or change. You're like, I just really want something to change in my life. I really want a new beginning. I want something exciting, maybe craving a little bit of adventure, but you've been going through a healing process at the same time. I kind of sense you've been going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe you've been going through your dark night of the soul. Maybe the world events that have been happening have been kind of like adding to this, but yeah, you've been going through a lot of healing lately. And it's almost like you're being prepared for something, which I will get to in a second. You are having to just kind of have endurance and just kind of wait for this energy to pass, for this stage of your healing process to be complete. But it doesn't mean that you have to kind of wallow in this heavy energy. Your guides are telling you that the path for you right now is to have fun, pursue what's fun for you. This is the otter. It's all about having fun, creating adventure in your life, enjoying yourself. So just because you're kind of going through the school of hard knocks, or you're being put through a lot of shadow work right now, or you're going through a healing process or a dark night of the soul, doesn't mean that you can't take time off from that. You got to take time off from your dark night of the soul sometimes and just go to the river for a day, or the lake, or the ocean, or to the mountains, or on a hike, or do something fun with the friends, you know? Your guides are telling you you're not being punished, nothing's being taken from you, everything's being given to you. Sometimes old crops just need to be burned to create room for new growth. And I actually get a sense, to be honest, that you are a healer. We're getting two cards. This is like the healing card, which it symbolizes the healing you're going through, but I think you're being prepared. I think you're being initiated, basically. This is the shaman card, the healer card, medicine woman kind of energy. I don't know if you're drawn to healing. There's so many different ways that you can help and heal. Being an artist and being a creative person is a way to help heal the world and uplift the vibe on this planet. Doing anything, having fun. Usually that's what you need to follow, is what's fun to you. That's how you heal and bring love and light and joy and harmony to this planet. But it might be that you're someone who's like gonna do Reiki. Maybe you're on to tarot, maybe life coaching, maybe even something more traditional like nursing or like that or something. And it's almost like you're afraid. You're afraid to make money off of your gifts. But your guides are saying money is going to come from your gifts, maybe your spiritual gifts. So don't be afraid. I know how it is. I was really scared to like come out and do tarot and to receive abundance and support for doing it and like letting this become like a job. Like it was really crazy the way it all happened and scary, but I wouldn't change anything. You know, if you love something, it doesn't matter what other people think. I think oftentimes to do something that has to do with like metaphysical stuff or more spiritual stuff or that kind of thing, it's a lot of people can judge you. Maybe you have friends or family who are like really religious, or you're just afraid people are gonna judge because, you know, everyone has different beliefs and views and you don't want to go out there and piss anybody off, but maybe you really love this stuff. So I don't know why, but that wants to come out. It doesn't mean that you need to like join a hippie commune and sell organic vegetables at the farmer's market, or like, you know, run away with the circus or do anything crazy like that. It's just maybe you end up doing something that's, you know, a little bit less traditional for how you make your money. Maybe something more related to healing or something more artistic. So be open to that. Whatever you have the most fun with, whatever you're obsessed with, like that's the path. You might even want to look into what kind of content you're constantly consuming. For me, I realized I wanted to travel and like do a little bit of travel vlogging because I was constantly watching travel vloggers and watching like their stuff and feeling really jealous of them. Like, you know what? Sometimes jealousy is a sign that that's an aspect that's unfulfilled and you need to go pursue that. Like that's your path. So pay attention to that. Let's see if we can get you some more messages. Anything else you're supposed to hear? they're saying give you time. You don't necessarily need to figure out what you're supposed to do. If this message kind of confuses you, like, sorry, first of all, but they're like, don't worry about it. Maybe maybe they're just giving you a little bit of like a hint on like what's going to come next, what you're going to be thinking about and processing next. Give yourself time. There's a lot of subconscious clearing. Maybe there's a lot of old programming you have to release. You have maybe negative subconscious beliefs that are telling you can't do it, or you're not allowed to do it, or you're not good enough, or you're not educated enough, or you're not old enough, or you're not experienced enough to like go on the path you want to go on. And you're like clearing all that. Give it some time so that you can give yourself permission to do what you truly want to do here on this planet. Yeah. What you want, what you seek is seeking you. What you want and want to create is a lot more approachable than you think. You're going to be fulfilled. Yeah. Maybe you've been feeling unfulfilled and you're like, that this is important to you. You're not going to be bored forever. I sense a lot of boredom around you. That's why they're saying, have fun, take risks, adventure. Go out there and get it. Grab the bull by the horns. Yeah. Belonging. This card's been coming out a lot lately. I keep seeing this for so many people. Belonging. I think all of us are being called like to go where we feel like we belong, to create a world for ourselves that we feel like we belong in. If we don't feel like we belong, then we get to create a place and a situation, an environment, and a life where we feel like we do. So I hope that message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. So Jolena says, I enjoy your readings so much. They're always so accurate and detailed. Thank you. I really love doing this. I don't know. I just really love doing this, the tarot. When I found the tarot, I felt like I found a piece of myself that was missing, you know? All right. So who's next? Who?
Sweta.
Oh, Sweta. Or Sweta.
When will I have my home? I'm going crazy over it. I'm not liking my place anymore.
So when will you have like your home? You're going crazy because you don't like your place anymore. Oh my gosh, I've been there so many times in my life. I feel you. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips real quick before I pull cards for you on when. On how I manifested this home that I'm in right now that I love, and other homes I've manifested. So first of all, you know what I'm going to say if you've been watching my channel forever, and that is make a vision board. Make a vision board. Go on Pinterest, set the vision board to secret, and pin pictures of exactly the kind of home that you want. And it's important to make it realistic. If this is a move that you want to make in the next 6 months or the next year or whatever, maybe don't pin a whole bunch of pictures of like a crazy ass mansion. I mean, you can make a board for that too, for like your ultimate goal, but you want to make it something that feels reasonable to like what your situation is right now. It could be a step up. It could be a level up. You don't have to lowball yourself, but you know, just because basically you need to feel as if it's possible to manifest it. It needs to feel within reach. So just keep that in mind while you're pinning pictures. And be specific, you know, how many bedrooms do you want? Like, what does the outside look like? What's the environment like? Where is it? You know, maybe you can even go around the place you want to move and take pictures of like homes. I mean, that'd be kind of creepy, but I don't know. Maybe take some pictures of the nature and the area of like where you kind of want to live and like put that on your vision board. And if you really want to go crazy with it, underneath each picture, you don't have to do it underneath every picture if you end up doing like 100 pictures, but you know, underneath a bunch of the pictures, right? For this beautiful kitchen that has the exact amount of counter space that I need, and I just love serving meals and my, you know, like be specific and use the I am statements to manifest. You also might want to go watch my Manifest with 21. Watch that. It will teach you how to manifest using the moon cycle, and everything I just said about the vision board, I have videos that in detail show you how to create a vision board and like walk you through the whole process of manifestation. And it's not magic or juju, it's literally just common sense. So it just helps you like figure out what you want and stay committed to it. And I would suggest watching these because I think it can help. So pulling cards for you. But yeah, in order to manifest something, you have to have a clear vision of like what it is that you want. And in thinking about in your head, oh, I just want a better house, might not be specific enough, you know? Your guides are also telling you it's time to take responsibility to make this happen. I don't know if this is like you need to start proactively saving money or picking up a side job or, you know, getting things together to make this move happen. I remember when I manifested traveling the world, the thing I did was I just got a suitcase and I started packing even before I had any money in savings. I was just, you know, so, and then I was like, okay, like I need to get like 3 jobs. So I did. I think that the pandemic really hit you and maybe even your family really hard. So I think you're being told, go easy on yourself, you know, it's okay. Everybody's been through so much lately. It feels exhausting right now to get a job or to get another job or to, you know, start saving or preparing for this move. And that's okay. Maybe you really need just time to rest. Whenever you're ready, you can take responsibility and make this happen, your guides are saying. And they're saying that you're going to end up in a beautiful place that you're really, really happy about. This card just flipped out. It says diversify. It's making me think maybe you want to look somewhere different for the home. Maybe it might not be exactly where you think it's supposed to be. It could be outside of the place you want to live. Like I'm kind of getting this vision of like you want to live in this city or in this town, but it's like slightly outside of it. You might even be driving around or like on a motorcycle or something. I kind of see you like stumbling upon it and being like, oh, this place is for rent or for sale, oh my gosh, and talking to the person and it all just kind of works out. So be open to exploring. This is within 8 months. This could also be August of next year. If you're already packed up and ready to move and you've got the finances and everything is ready to go and you're just like, you've been looking and you just can't find the place, this could be like maybe next month in August. But I kind of have a feeling that there's not a lot that's been done. That's why the responsibility card's coming out. And this might be saying 8 months from now or maybe by around this time next year. There's no red flags here. You're not being held back from this manifestation. You can totally make this happen. I keep getting that death card. You're ready to just release. I would say get rid of old items that you feel like no longer serve you and you know you're not going to take with you on this move. Don't, of course. Yeah. Grace. Grace is the ability to, you know, leave difficult times behind peacefully. So I don't know if you're struggling with any people that are around you in the home that you're currently living in and you're like, I just can't do this anymore. I think that they're saying that like you're gonna leave in peace or work on leaving in peace. And then yeah, I think we're going back full circle now to what's really important is that you have inspiration for like where you want to live, what it looks like. I was living in Montenegro before this, in Croatia. I was living in Eastern Europe for like over a year and I really wanted to leave and I kept trying to manifest leaving in a new home, and it wasn't until I got ridiculously specific and was like, I want to be in the jungle. I want to be in one of those cool little jungle houses. This is what I want to see in my backyard. I want to be able to bike to the beach, and like until I made a vision board ridiculously specific that it manifested. And I was just like, go figure. I gotta take my own advice sometimes. So for real, they're like, do this. And your guides are giving you courage. Maybe this move is gonna be a little scary. I don't know if you're gonna be a little bit further away from family or something like that, but it's actually gonna be really exciting for you. And I see it being peaceful, and I see it being a wonderful foundation for you and your family. I also see some people being jealous of you. Like that you got such a good home, you got such a good deal. They're like, that's not fair. So yeah, finances just go for it. I keep telling people today, grab the bull by the horns. I've said that like 50 times. Wow. But that's what they're telling you to do. You just need to, it's time to, make the vision board, but like get into the 3D and then do the work and it'll come. So I hope that resonates with you. I get the feeling that there's another message that wants to come out for you about this home. Conflict. Maybe the home that you're currently in, there's just so much conflict. And look, I just pulled the responsibility card again. I don't know if you're dependent on like a husband or like that, or a male figure, father, but I think they're like, you need to try to do this on your own, or you need to try to do your part, or you have a that can help with this. Yeah. Maybe it's to speak to the father figure, to the husband about this. Like you need support, you need protection, you need cooperation, come up with a plan together. Write it out. Write out the plan. You need like a plan, a master plan on how to make this happen, and then that will help you stick to it. Because if all this is just floating around in your head, you're going to get confused, and we're always worried and dotting things. It's going to be hard for you to make this happen if you don't write it down and, make that vision board and come up with the plan and be able to hold yourself accountable to it. So maybe you guys come here, write this down. But yeah, I see it happening definitely within the next year. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. All right, so we're going to move on to the next person. I want to welcome everyone who's in the chat right now. Welcome to my channel. If you just want to hang out and watch, that's awesome. I don't want to pressure anybody to get a reading, but if you're interested, just comment below, because my assistant is here and will help you be able to sign up for a reading. So if you want to sign up, just comment below and my assistant is here and will help you. So who's next? Sue? All right, Sue is next.
I have a new e-commerce business.
Wait, I can't hear you.
I have a new e-commerce
Oh, okay.
I need to choose the next product.
Oh.
I'm torn between choosing a Christmas decoration product, which will be seasonal, or launching a deep massage product that is more expensive but could be profitable in the long run. Which will give me the most return in these Christmas holidays?
Oh. Okay, this is a really cool question. I'm excited for it. So you have an e-commerce business and you need to pick the next product that you're going to launch. And so you basically have like a Christmas product that you can launch, or like a deep massage product. And you're wondering which one is going to benefit you most during the, the holiday season. You want to make sure you can get the biggest return on your investment. So this is what I like to do for questions like this. I like to ask the tarot, what will the path look like if you launch the Christmas product versus what will the path look like if you launch the deep massage product, okay? The Christmas product. And then the deep massage product. It's a little bit more expensive, like you mentioned. Now here is something that's really important to know when it comes to decisions, is that the universe doesn't necessarily reward you for choosing one decision or punish you for choosing another. Whatever path you choose, it will be blessed. That's why it's important to choose what product you would be the most excited to market, or would be the most fun for you to work with, or that you feel people would enjoy the most. You know, if you don't have any personal feelings about it, I think you should get some because it's your business, you know? So it's important to tell yourself, like, what do I like the most? What do I think will be the most fun to market, to do a campaign for, to sell? Because you're going to be really, really selling that thing, you know? I actually, here's the energy seems to be leaning towards the massage product a little bit more. I'll be honest with you. This all a little bit more conservative. So, you know, Christmas themed products, they be like, get them at the dollar store or something. You know what I mean? This massage thing, I kind of saw like you could market it towards couples for like, you know, relax, you know, give yourself, you know, a break this Christmas season, or, you know, come together with your part. Like, I just kind of see like that would be fun to market. I see money coming in for that. This is over here. This is money, abundance. Feeling that you know, this is helping provide people with rest, relaxation, comfort. It's healing. It's helpful, you know. And this is also feelings. Maybe part of you feels like you want to sell something like this. Like it would be more fun. It would be more interesting. The shell a little bit to sell this product. It's going to be a good experience for you. If this is the very beginning of your business, I would say, like, keep in mind it takes time to, you know, to really bring in a ton of profit. It might not really be about the money right now. It's just about you getting used to this, maybe just enjoying it. But yeah, you know that it's going to be an investment. I see that. Over here with the Christmas product, I just kind of get this message that if you want to sell this, you can. But something about, yeah, it says releasing. Almost like, I feel like it might be better to challenge yourself with this other product over here. And something about the Christmas product, the way that it's made, the environmental impact, something's coming up about that. You know, this is coming from China, nothing wrong with China, but you know, like sometimes the way that those things are made isn't the most ethical. So it's not like everything has to be sustainable and ethical. Like it is what it is, you know what I mean? But there's something coming up about that, the environmental impact, really thinking about that. Let's see if we can get anything else for you. What do they want you to know overall about this decision? You are at this point where you're just like ready to really blow this business up, and I see that. It's so exciting, and I see your motivation. I see how hard you're working. Like you're going into this, you're like, I'm not giving up. You have a lot of courage because you're trying something new. In many ways, this is just the beginning of the business. You have the willingness to do whatever it takes to make this happen. And I think that they're asking, taking it back to yourself. Yes, you need to think about your clients and your customers and what they want, but oftentimes your clients and customers will respond to what you're the most excited about. So I would always choose products to sell that you like, that you think are exciting, that you know you have fun marketing, that are going to excite and delight you, because it'll be easier to excite and delight your clients that way. And I know that channel. There were times where I noticed, oh, everybody really, really likes this type of reading, so I think I'm just going to do it, but it wasn't like the thing I love to do. And I noticed that when I kept choosing what I loved and excited about, I over time got a better response because it was like the energy that was behind it. Yeah, always the energy that's behind it. Choose based off of that. I think you're going to be getting maybe and some signals from your guides that you're making the right decision if you're worried about this investment. Yeah, this is an opportunity for you, this business. I don't know if you're doing like drop shipping or something like that, but I'm also getting a message from your guides to be patient. It's normal to go in a little bit of debt when you first start a business. It's normal to not have as many clients and customers as you really want right away. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful or you're not going to sell this product. You will. But they're saying have realistic expectations, stay consistent. And I actually see like, 6 months actually the business growing. And it's funny because this is literally the next 6 months is like leading up to Christmas. Like this is actually a wonderful energy. They're saying you can expect within 2 years to really have these solid roots in the ground with this business. Yeah. 3 years from now, the big money comes. Okay? Yeah. So stick with it. Stick with it is what they're trying to say. Yeah. Wonderful. Final message for you. Let's get one from this deck. Mother of Air. This is the person or the woman that has ideas. This is the person who's artistic, who's a little bit crafty. I think that they're telling you, like, when you put these things up on your site and you like sell things, it is kind of an expression of art. So I think they're just saying they're taking it back to you. We got a me card earlier. What product is more fun or more interesting to you? That's what it will always have the best energy behind it. Energy, everything is energy, and the energy behind something, the intention behind something is extremely important. You don't just want to be selling random ass products because you want to make money. There's people out there who do that, but it's not a very fun or interesting life. So you want to choose the things that you are excited about. Something tells me that the massage thing is like just a challenge. It's interesting, it's fun. I just keep getting that message for you. So I hope that resonates. Thank you again for coming to my channel, and I will see you next time. Peace out. All right. So welcome to those of you guys who have just joined the chat. I'm doing live mini readings. If you're interested in receiving one, all you have to do is just type in the comments below, and my assistant is here to help you sign up. So who's next? Okay, so this is for Chelsea.
My best friend and I have started a podcast. We want to turn it into a community and maybe a business. Can we get a reading on the energy surrounding it? We promise and job.
Aww.
I think it's this.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Started a business. And it's like a podcast, and you really want to turn it into something more like a community business, that kind of stuff. So you just like want some messages. You're like, what's going down here? Like, what's up with this path? Already, I'm just like sorting my cards real quick, but already I'm getting a really good energy from this. Something about it feels peaceful, like this is the right thing to do, especially with your friend. You and your friend together have such an incredible energy. You guys are like soul sisters, and I get this sensation that this is meant to be. I tell people all the time, don't mix business and pleasure, don't go in with your friend, it's important to be independent, blah blah blah, but I don't see that for you guys. I really see that you guys were guided to this together for you're in it to win it. I've told you that before. That's hilarious. I don't even remember that. That's so funny. Yeah, you guys are, and I also see that like usually in a situation like this, one person does all, the other one takes all the credit. That's not how it is. You guys are really, you guys, like where you're weak, she's strong, and vice versa. Like you guys complement each other very well. So let's look into this. You guys are so done struggling with money. You're like, I'm sick of trading my time for money. I'm sick of having to work and do things that I hate to make money. I'm sick of selling my soul to the man. Sick of it. And so there's a strong energy of determination behind this podcast, because you guys are like, you know that there's potential. I mean, there are people out there who have podcasts who are making like a bunch of money. Like one of my favorite YouTubers, like she has a podcast, she's doing the whole thing, and I just like really with her. She's got like this beautiful house and a wonderful husband, like all these animals, and like all is well. I mean, obviously from the outside looking in, it seems like all is well, but you know, the money's flowing. And I always tell people money flows where your energy and passion goes. And I feel passion, I feel energy behind this. I also get a sense that you guys are being ridiculously consistent, and that's all it's about. Your guys are just like, be stubborn, stay consistent. Even if you only have like 100 people watching your podcast for 3 years, don't give up. It could be overnight, someone shouts you out, all of a sudden you've got like 50,000 followers, you know what I mean? So it might not be the kind of growth that you expect. When you are working for the man, things are predictable. You put in your time, you get the promotion, this is the raise that you get, you put in more time, you become the manager, like you know, you climb the ladder. But when you're creating a job for yourself, it's different. The growth isn't like linear. It's kind of like, you know, there's little valleys and there's little plateaus. It's kind of like losing weight, actually, now that I think about it. Like, you know, I don't know if you ever tried to lose weight before. I've been on a weight loss journey for a while, and there are times where like getting snatched and it's working, and then there's other times where there's just like a long plateau and it seems like nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden one week you look in the mirror and you're like, whoa, I'm getting snatched again, you know? That's how growing a business is. And so, you know, so basically I'm just telling you, stay motivated and don't give up. Have very clear intentions for what you want to see happen with this business. Make a vision board with your friend. Maybe you guys want to be featured in the 30 Under 30 magazine or 30 Under 30 Forbes magazine, because you have this awesome business and community. Or like, what are your goals? Where do you want to be featured? How many followers do you want to have? How much do you want your paychecks to be? Like, where do you see this going? What kind of community do you want to have? You don't have to like know every single thing, but as you go along, you can add to the vision board and you can start clarifying what it is that you want. I've told a lot of you guys this today, but it's all about having a clear intention and being able to like really know what you want. And you need to like make a vision board and write that down. Use the I am statements. Watch my Manifest with Me in March series if you just like want to be walked through how exactly to do that. Like, it's good. When I became a fashion stylist, I made a vision board of, I want to work, you know, do a shoot for Nylon magazine. I want to work with these photographers, and it was so crazy how looking back on that vision board going, I worked with those models. I worked with those photographers. I was in Nylon magazine. I was in this, that, like I had all these goals and I made them, most of them. And I want to get a check that has this much money for what I do. And so that's why it's important. None of that stuff happened until I got specific with what I wanted. It actually, right after I created that vision board, I got my first paid job as a stylist. So it's important to have that vision and that goal with your business. And I'm like, I should do this too. This is the Tower reverse. Maybe you're afraid that this business is gonna fall or that it's not gonna work, but that's only if you give up. That's only if you stop showing up. So you need to be stubborn, you know? And I've learned that. I keep drawing a parallel between this and like being healthy and working out. Like, you need to be stubborn. Like, you need to be super stubborn. It's like, you know, when you're working out, I had a friend tell me, like, never skip more than 3 days in a row of working out. And if you're sick, just get on your mat and stretch and breathe, so at least you keep and put the workout music on so that you stay in that habit. That's what this is about with your business, habits and consistencies. Like, no, don't ever miss Like when you say you're going to do the podcast, don't ever miss. Don't ever go 2-3 weeks without doing it. Like post on your social media regularly, and rain or shine, you know, even if one of you's barfing, do it. I'm just kidding. Literally, that's all I need to do. All you have to do is show up consistently. I think it's hard for us to be consistent because we are in this fast-paced society where, you know, we pull up to a drive-through and we get food in a couple of minutes. We go to the grocery store, know the crazy process to make those fabrics and to sew it and to get it there. And, you know, everything's so convenient. And what's really inconvenient is growing a business. It takes a long time. And when you sit and you get still in nature, you realize how long it takes things to grow and how everything in nature moves really slow. And so nothing's wrong with you or your business if it's having slow growth. It actually means it's right. Allow your business to have an organic growth, give it years to grow. A lot of times the people that blow up overnight, you don't realize all of the growth and all of the work and all of the you don't see what they did to get where they are, you know? And a lot of people, if there is anybody that actually blows up overnight, a lot of times they don't know how to handle it or how to maintain it because they haven't like had that practice of putting the energy and momentum and effort in. So if you're not going viral a couple months from worry. I would also say get on TikTok. Get on TikTok and TikTok 1 to 4 times a day with this business podcast thing and put your face in the video. I'm trying. You can follow me on TikTok. We can be in this together. But I would say that's the best chance you have to like get exposure and grow your business right now. TikTok is a really great opportunity. Oh, you're on TikTok, girl. Awesome. Also have fun. Yes, this is work. Yes, you need to be consistent. You got to go for it. Have fun. Play. And be patient and just wait, okay? Overcome. The fortune. They're just like, no one's gonna be paying you for like a while. You're not gonna see the money for like a while. And they're just like, you're gonna have to overcome that and enjoy this process. When the money comes, you guys will just be shocked. It'll just happen one day and you'll be like, oh, here's the money. Cool. I mean, that's just the cherry on top because I'm already enjoying this journey so much. Like getting paid is just the bonus. And they're also saying you guys are both like really taking the lead and taking initiative in your lives. And like that's going to take you to amazing places. So let's just get you a little bit of a timeline. By this time next year, you'll see a little bit of changes, but probably not much. I'll be honest. Okay. One of you guys will have fallen in love by then, though, and maybe have like a boyfriend or somebody who's really good at tech and who might actually really help with the podcast stuff and like helping you guys. Isn't that random? But I see it. 2 years from now is when things start to take off, okay? And I'm getting a lot of chills about the boyfriend thing. That's hilarious. So can you give it 2 years without seeing very much in return? You'll get followers and stuff, but that's what you guys need to give it 2 years before you start panicking. This isn't going anywhere. We need to figure something out. So a year from now, maybe not see very much, maybe more followers, but so you need to stay consistent. And then 2 years from now, that's when it really starts to pick up. And then 3 years is when you start seeing a lot of money. And then maybe you guys both you got to have partners that will become friends and you guys are all going to do this together. Yeah. That's going to be crazy. Good times. Have fun with it. That's why they're saying have fun. Like, and you know what? 2 years is how long it took me for Rainbow Harmony to kind of and for me to start getting clients and more followers and so it's normal. It's normal. I always tell because I do life coaching. I do business coaching, help people start their businesses, their podcasts, their spiritual businesses, stuff like that. I always tell my clients, like, can you give it 2 or 3 years? Because that's usually see some growth. Everyone's path is different, but usually that's when I start seeing a little something. What you put out, you get back. So if you've only, you're not going to get $1 million back. You got to put in a lot to get back. So just keep that in mind. You guys are going to do amazing. I see amazing things coming for this. They're saying trust your intuition. There's a reason that you were guided to this path. You guys have a fire, you have a passion. When you guys are doing this podcast, you are just in your power. I also get a sense that you guys are just so fun and amazing together when you talk. Like, how amazing is it that you're gonna get paid to talk to your best friend? So just keep your eyes on that. Eyes on the prize. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. All right, so we're going to move on to the next person. For those of you guys who are just popping into this chat and like, what's going on here? Welcome, first of all, and I'm doing live mini readings. Don't feel pressured to get a reading. You can just hang out and watch if you like. I love to watch people do readings on other channels. But if you're interested, all you have to do is just type below. My assistant is here, and he will help you sign up for a reading. And thank you, Becky. Thank you, by the way, to those of you who are being patient and waiting in line for your reading. I really appreciate it. I know sometimes you gotta wait a while. Okay, so who's next? Wildflower's next.
How should I develop my true passion / side hustle while my current work is taking every last ounce of my energy?
Oh. So read that again.
How should I develop my true passion / side hustle while my
What
current
it-
work?
Okay, so Wildflower, how can you live out your true passion while your day job is taking every single ounce of your energy away from you? Oh my God, I can totally relate to this. I've had so many clients that are going through this too. Like, the struggle's real, I mean, conspiracy time, but I feel like sometimes the system or the man, that's the situation they want you in, So to break out of that, breaking free from that, it's an incredible journey. It's so worth it. From personal experience, it's so worth it. So what can you do? How can you make this happen? What's amazing is you already know what your true passion is. You kind of already are like starting on this side hustle. I think that's great. That's half the work. You're on the right path. First of all. Okay. You are on the right path. You are going to make it out of this crazy job and stressful situation. I can see where you're going to end up, and it's so beautiful. It's so blissful. And it's going to happen a lot faster than you think. When you change what's going on inside of you, your outer reality will shift to reflect it. I'm someone who tries to encourage people to do the outer work, because I think a lot of times in the spiritual community, we just think, oh, just meditate, kumbaya, affirmations, and everything will shift, which there's actually a lot of truth to that, but nothing's going to happen unless you step your foot into the real world and make things happen. Now, you're doing that. You're stepping your foot into the real world. You're making things happen. I'm actually going to give you the advice I don't always give, which you need to align from the inside out, which means that the first thing you need to do is look at your habits and look at your routine. I know your job is crazy, and I know you barely have any time for anything, and you've probably already tried and like tweaked things and try and take better care of yourself. But if you are basically going to be a super person, superwoman, or superman, or whatever, then you need to cultivate the energy that's going to get you through your day job and also allow you to hustle. The only way you're going to be able to do that is through the basics: sleep, exercise, and diet. So I would recommend for you to try to go to sleep before midnight. There are actual organs in your body that detox at like certain times of the day, and if you don't get to bed at a certain time, you kind of lose out on this. So I know that maybe because of your job, you have to you want to be able to have time to work on your side hustle. So maybe nights, weekends are the only time you have, and maybe sometimes you stay up late or whatever. But yeah, I would say for you, you want to switch your routine. I think it's going to be easier for you, if possible, to be able to work more on your side hustle early in the morning, like from 5 to 7 a.m. You got to restart another video. But anyways, you didn't miss much. I was just saying, like, basically working on your health, exercise, diet. A lot of times when we're stressed, we want to go pick up fast food and we don't take good care of our body. So you got to eat to fuel your body. So I know it sucks, but you're going to have to cut out the processed carbohydrates, the sugars, the soda, just like water, eat healthy as F, meal prep. And that way you don't have to worry about your meals. You can just heat them up and it's already healthy, and then, sweat every single day, give yourself 1 or 2 days off a week. But yeah, it's time to establish ease for yourself. Also, time in nature. You need to cultivate energy to get shit done, and you're going to get that energy from your diet, your exercise, your sleep, and nature. So back to the basics. I know you feel like you don't really have a lot of time because you're putting everything into this job and this business, but you won't be able to do anything for your job and your business, and you'll break down if you're not taking care of yourself. And so just the basics. The basics are the hardest thing. It's taken me my whole life to just like sleep well, eat well, and exercise and get in nature. That's been the biggest struggle of my life. Why is it so hard? But it isn't. It isn't. Do what you know you need to do. Take care of your body. You're being protected. Your guides are watching over you. They want you to be patient. It might even be that you need to find another job. I think honestly, wherever you go, the job is going to pretty much suck. It's going to be the same shit. You change the scenery, not the situation. Sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil that you don't. So I do see a challenge with that. You always have the opportunity to get another job and maybe kind of move forward and maybe you can set some new boundaries, and maybe the coworkers and the drama of the job, like you go to the new job and you keep your head down, you just kind of keep to yourself, you just like get in and get out, grab that money and go, like you don't get involved too much emotionally, you set really strong boundaries and really work on having the work-life balance. Sometimes you need to kind of hit reset, refresh, and get another job to make that happen. But I don't know, it's not telling you have to leave your job. It's an option. It'll be a challenge no matter what job you get, because you are someone who's meant to be more creative or work for yourself. I did this. You're talking to someone who literally did this. I worked for years, and I was swimming almost 30 hours a week. I was in a pool swimming, and so I was super exhausted when I came home. And nights and weekends, I was working on my fashion stuff, making vision boards. Eventually, I got out, and it was exhausting. But the one thing that helped me was going to bed early, waking up early in the morning, stealing back moments from your life, because I felt like the man had just taken everything from me, and I barely, like you said, I barely had time to work on my goals. So I noticed I was having more time when I went to bed at like 10 or 11 p.m. and then I woke up at 5 and no one was up, and I would go on walks and listen to music, and I would drink tea, and I would just have a nice morning. I would work on my projects, and then I would go to work. And then when I came home, I would eat healthy, a meal that I'd already meal prepped, and I would work a little bit more on my side hustle, and then I would you maybe do something for fun and then go to sleep. And another thing about going to sleep early is I noticed late at night, that's when we have a lot of anxieties and doubts and fears and worries, and we end up on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube doom scrolling and picking up a bunch of fear-based energy. So if you switch your schedule, you're not going to have time for that anymore, and it's going to have a huge impact on your mental health and your physical health. So most simple advice is coming up for you in the cards today, but it's going to be very hard to implement. Your guides see how much of an injustice it is for you to be working as hard as you are and not making enough money. And you deserve more than that. And you're doing great to make this decision. You're going to have to work like this for maybe a couple more years. So that's why it's time to start thinking more about your health and really setting up yourself for success here so you don't break down. Now, they're like, you need to do this now. I know how it is. I've let my health get out of control a couple times in my life. And your guides are saying this is a friendly message. I've been delivering this with a lot of gusto, but really this is a friendly message. You're gonna be able to make this happen. You are. And I see that you're someone who doesn't give up. I think they're saying, look, there actually are some little habits and routines you can change that will make this a lot easier for yourself. And artistry, they're saying keep your artistry, you're very, very gifted. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you again for your support, and I will see you next time. All right, you guys. So I'm going to take a little 5-minute break, just a quick one, so I can stretch and clear my third eye a little bit. I want to make sure everyone who gets a reading gets a good one, and that I'm fresh and I'm not burned out. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Oh, and Maddie, you're welcome. You said thank you so much. It resonated. Yeah, I'm happy for you. So yeah, I'm going to take off. Make sure that you guys click into part 3 of this reading, and I will see you soon.